The National Archives is our archive, and one particular image can set off a million different stories in our mind. My name's Tim Ross. I am an architecture and design nerd, a comedian, a writer, a documentary maker. I wear a lot of hats. Some of them fit okay sometimes. But I suppose the thing I like the most, and the one through line through most of my work, is I like telling Australian stories. I just find myself, trawling through the photo search, looking for things that interest me, I suppose, and then realising, this is a really great resource for a whole bunch of different projects, and how can I use these photos to help me tell stories or to create new projects. The National Archives is a huge part of what I do now. I suppose the motel book is the best illustration of that, because all the images are from the National Archives. People pick up on things like cars, or funny, I've got one in the book where there's an emu going across the road, and there's an old station wagon there, and they're so evocative. I think the favourite thing that I found in the National Archives happened when I was making a film on Esmond Dorney, a Tasmanian architect, for the Designing a Legacy project. 2 of his houses on one site burnt to the ground, and they lost almost all of their photos. And I stumbled on a series of 4 photos. And then there was this wonderful photo of Esmond, I think in his early 70s, and he's got a mattock and he's out there gardening. And it's one of it's the few photos that exist of him. And so not only was I able to use it for the film, but to be able to say to the family, I don't think you've seen this, but here's a photo of your house, here's a photo of your dad. I like the idea that it's a wonderful resource for creative people that's probably not being used enough. No matter what your interest is, there's so many things there. If it happened in the past, it's there. Whether you're a graphic designer or you're an architect or a filmmaker or in the advertising industry, all those things, it's there as a sort of, I think, a creative resource. The most important thing is that the National Archives is our archive. And one particular image can set off a million stories in everyone's minds. And so an image that doesn't directly relate to our house particularly can relate in so many different ways. If there was something that they mean to me is that it's our stories, our history that's accessible, that's there for all of us. You can go there, but you can do it at home, you can do it on your phone, and you can take a walk through the stories of the past.